there was an odd change in the light. The wall at the end of the great hall began to glow and shimmer. The laughter and shouting died away. And then, before everyone's eyes, a man's hand, just the hand, grew out of the air and with one finger wrote words on the wall and then faded away. The hand faded. The words remained.
I just bought the house of an old senile geezer who got caught with a lot of reptiles in his freezer. The lease here says no trees here in the back garden, not the party pleaser. I should never throw my stack cards in, but my home's my throne and my heart hardened when I first saw Caesar on an antique coin I found in an attic. Dramatic tactics abound, but what freaky sneak hides magic in a loincloth closet? Now a joint, I can see the point. He might have lost it, it would have turned on a head if we immediately tossed it. I repeatedly crossed the pavement to see how much this engravement costs, but the pawn shop boss tried to call me proper, but I'm on top of her petty trickery. Betty, you think I'm thick? Me? Wary, I be to carry my treasure to a measure scary. I vary my routes each time I leave the house, ready to teach the stout who bout with the mafia, but my goals are loftier. I know in my soul this object is special. Install metal detectors, though my sector's now dirtier than a mess hall. I'll bless all, living by giving my all to this coin's preservation. Toying with reservations, I assess my situation. Stress, I need a vacation, that leaves the place blatantly vacant. So just in case, I bust out the shovel, hobble out of my hovel, grovel to the currency, and currently it's buried. Many tackle parson.
Watch the money go round.
Many tackle parson.
Watch the money go round.
Many tackle parson.
Watch the money go round.
Many tackle parson.
Watch the money go round and watch the wedge spin. People taxing out their brethren, anything for purple squares, selling wares and mashing heads in. It's a head spinner. Do anything to be the breadwinner. But when the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. And when your best sells souls, what you got left, sinner? When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer.
In my life I've seen many hands been juggled from honest to crooked mans to land in many a place. To expand the paper chase, I see my portrait be traced. Help people out of narrow escapes. I spent time in the dark, locked in safes. I tempt when multiplied to create a greater sum. Dent out your pockets till your profits are none. I've been honestly stunned by my rate of interest and the time and effort you invest to keep me close to your chest. I cause stress, I'm the devil's best work. The whole planet gets hurt by my addictive qualities. It seems you follow me in hope of raking in quantities. I've been used as a utensil for the population's chemical bleed. Love for me is the root of the tree that branched off and started evil. Dropping poison apples for the original people to consume, adapt and evolve. Now upon my shoulders the world revolves. They be cold in my absence and moles in underground labyrinths with dirty mitts, searching to have me within close grip but let me slip. Their love for me is the root of the tree. Their love for me is the root of the tree. Their love for me is
watch the money go round and watch the wedge spin. People taxing out their brethren, anything for purple squares, selling wares and mashing heads in. It's a head spinner. Do anything to be the breadwinner. But when the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer.
Of course, I returned 2 days subsequently, sweat dripping from pores, gripping the door. Grub went quickly out of my mind. I'm open the blinds to be rinded, the blinding light of a penny. But I see many, plenty of peeps sweeping the lawn, fondling the circular disc, a Herculean wrist, whisked away into a bloody lust. I see a body bust open with bullet holes, one who pulled his straw, talking about control, but barking at a self-dose, stuck to the buck like fuzz to Velcro, or the fuzz to a buzz about where the angels called hells go. I fell to the floor, thinking about a seed I adored, the need for more, and the 4 stories of a glorious tree, raining money for me. Shortly, I'll abort the attempt to preempt my green stock, and any intent to jack my beanstalk. Who's got my back? Well, I can still hear the demon talk.
Their love for me is the root of the tree. Their love for me is the root of the tree. Their love for me is the root of the tree. Their love for me is the root of the tree.
while I be kicking pictures. I find my paintings tainted by the vacant space. Fictitious riches tempt the rat race like fate replaced. A 24-carat dangled in your face, taste the dream. Ignore the TV screen and its hollow faces. After all, they're all in faraway places, but at the rate the planet vacates, we stand at about 10 paces. Chasing trends, you play friends, I hate that game. Instead of mending stains, a screen for green pages. I'm so happy you're happy. Still the words are full of pain, aptly named.
They call me change, the word adapts to me.
And still I stay the same, Cain faint to left. Pain of death, I awaken unshaken by Satan's breath. While when you face death you break sweat. For every tune you wrote, so pound signs in front of your eyes instead of notes and treble clefs. Greed is a devil's fest, a rebel in your deed. You've sown the tree's seed, now weed them and reap, read them and weep. The words appear to heckle minds in passing.
Many tackle passes.
Still it can't protect your heart from watching weds spin. People tax out their brethren, anything for purple squares, selling wares and mashing heads, and it's a head spinner. Do anything to be the breadwinner, but when the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. And when the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. And when the death bell tolls, what you got left, winner? When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer. When the death bell tolls, you'll be the dead ringer.